Smoke, dark masculine lounge. Jazz hip hop. Ebony keys calling out across the lounge floor. Dark masculine sophistication knocking on your door. He slides in like smoke through the underground air. Jazz hip hop the dawn, effortless everywhere. Piano ebony painting the midnight space. Underground masculine arriving at his pace. Saxophone the dark companion at his side. In the lounge of ebony and smoke, he glides, boom bap, brush beneath the ebony weight. The underground masculine always worth the wait. Upright base, the dark foundation deep below. Ebony and smoke, the underground's finest glow. Ebony and smoke, dark and refined. Ebony and smoke, masculine divine. Ebony and smoke, smooth underground. Ebony and smoke, the finest sound. He lets the saxophone tell the story first. Dark masculine lounge, quenching every thirst for something sophisticated, smooth and real. Ebony and smoke underground, the way you feel when jazz and hip hop merge in perfect night. Underground masculine, bringing the dark light by BGM. The shimmer above, the smoke below. Mule the trumpet breezing what the dark should know. Upright bass, the anchor in the smoke and dark. Ebony and smoke, he always leaves his mark. Piano contemplating every ebony key. Underground masculine lounge, refined and free. Ebony doesn't rush, it resonates deep. Underground masculine, the finest sleep of jazz and hip hop woven in the smoke. Ebony and smoke, the underground spoke. The underground spoke. And when the smoke begins to drift toward dawn, underground masculine, he carries on. Ebony piano trailing through the final hour. Ebony and smoke, the underground's dark power. Saxophone the witness to his exit slow. Ebony and smoke, the finest underground flow. Ebony and smoke, underground jazz lounge. Dark forever. Cognac Hours, warm underground jazz lounge. Yeah. Cognac warm in every corner of the night. Underground masculine, turning dark to amber light. Piano warm chords glowing, cognac deep and slow. He brings the warmth to the underground below. Saxophone amber curling through the lounge air. Underground masculine sophistication there. The Don sips cognac in the jazz hip hop space. Underground lounge warmth, he owns the place. Upright bass, the warmth beneath this cognac walk. Underground masculine, he lets the music talk. Jazz, hip-hop, sophistication, amber and warm. Underground masculine, weathering every storm. Cognac Hours, warm and refined. Cognac Hours, soul. Cognac Hours, he makes it whole. He sips cognac like it was made for nights like this. Underground lounge jazz, the warmth he didn't miss. Youth, the trumpet breathing amber beside his ear. Cognac Hours underground, making everything clear. That warmth and jazz and hip-hop are the same. Underground masculine, he plays the long game. Piano warm, cognac chord after chord of grace. Amber filling up the underground space. Every cipher he enters glows with cognac light. Underground masculine, warm. And every night, jazz, hip-hop lounge, the warmest shade he knows. Cognac Hours underground, that's how the story goes. Cognac doesn't fade, it deepens with the night. Underground masculine, he is the warm light. Saxophone and amber piano intertwine. Cognac Hours underground, always divine. And in the cognac hour before the dawn, underground masculine, he carries on. The warmth he brings to every underground space. Cognac Hours, the underground's warmest face. Jazz, hip-hop lounge, cognac till the end. Underground masculine, a message he will send. Cognac Hours, underground warm, jazz lounge, amber forever.
Shadow and jazz. Cool underground. Masculine lounge.
Shadow moving through the lounge with perfect cool. Underground masculine, he rewrites every rule. Piano dark and complex, casting shadow chords. Jazz, hip-hop, the dime, he doesn't need words. Saxophone, the shadow melody beside him, cool. Underground lounge, masculine, effortless and cool. He steps into the shadow when the jazz begins. Underground masculine, that's exactly where he wins. Boom bap, medium brushed with the shadow sound. Shadow and jazz, the most mysterious found. Upright bass, the depth beneath the shadow above. Underground masculine jazz, shadow is what he loves.
Shadow and jazz,
Cool and deep,
shadow and jazz,
underground mystique.
shadow and jazz,
Masculine flow,
shadow and jazz.
underground glow. He doesn't need the light, shadow is his key. Underground lounge jazz, sophisticated and free. The Vuitton crystal shimmer in the shadow space. Underground masculine, arriving with grace. There's something cool and dark and deeply real. Shadow and jazz underground, the way he feels. Muted trumpet shadow breath beside the dark. Shadow and jazz, leaving its mysterious mark. Piano complex in the shadow minor key. Underground shadow masculine, eternally free. Every bar he drops falls like a shadow smooth. Sophisticated underground, he owns the groove. Shadow doesn't shine, it deepens with the night. Underground masculine,
Shadow is his light.
saxophone and shadow piano intertwine.
Shadow and jazz,
Underground, always fine. And when the shadow hour reaches its cool peak, underground masculine is what the lounge will seek. The cool he brings to every underground space. Shadow and jazz, the underground's finest face. Jazz, hip-hop lounge, shadow till the end. Underground masculine, a a message he will send.
Shadow and jazz.
Underground cool, masculine lounge.
Shadow forever.
Midnight gravel. Deepest underground. Jazz lounge. Gravel, the deepest texture of the midnight hour. Underground masculine at its most powerful. Piano slow and dark like stones in deep water. The kind of jazz that reaches past the border of sleep into something darker, truer, deep. Saxophone crying gravel through the lounge's keep. He moves through midnight gravel like he owns the dark. Underground masculine, he always leaves his mark. Boom bap so slow, it carries gravel weight. Midnight gravel underground, never too late. Upright bass, the deepest walk he's ever known. Midnight gravel, he rules this underground alone. Midnight gravel, deep and slow. Midnight gravel, underground glow. Midnight gravel, the darkest shade. Midnight gravel, the finest trade. He drapes midnight gravel over every sound. Underground lounge jazz, the deepest found in the lowest register, where the dark begins. Midnight gravel, that's exactly where he wins. Muted trumpet breathing deep in gravel night. Underground masculine, the softest, darkest light. Bobbing gravel dark above the midnight floor. Midnight gravel underground, he always gives more. Piano contemplating in the deepest key. Underground gravel masculine, eternally free. Every bar he whispers carries gravel weight. Midnight gravel underground, the finest fate. Gravel doesn't rush, it settles like the night. Underground masculine, everything is right. At the depth of midnight and the weight of gravel. Jazz, hip-hop, lounge, nothing left to unravel. Nothing left to unravel. And when the gravel hour reaches its deepest point, underground masculine holds the sacred joint of dark and smooth and slow and deeply true. Midnight gravel underground, made for you. Saxophone and midnight gravel intertwine. Underground masculine, forever divine. Midnight gravel, underground deep. Jazz lounge, gravel, forever.
The gentleman's code, underground protocol, jazz hip hop lounge, Vol 104, the Vol 104. The gentleman's code, written in saxophone and jazz, underground masculine, the finest that it has. Piano playing the protocol of the hour. Jazz hip hop lounge, his moment is power. Saxophone declaring the gentleman has arrived. Underground masculine, he more than survived. He wrote the code in the jazz hip hop space. The gentleman's code, there's nobody to replace. Full jazz ensemble rising as he takes a stance. Underground lounge sophistication, his finest dance. Boom bap brushed and building to the code of close. The gentleman's code. Underground host, the gentleman's code.
Underground true,
The gentleman's code.
jazz hip hop through and
The
through.
gentleman's code.
Sophisticated stone,
The gentleman's code.
ball on no fold, throne.
They tried to rewrite the code before he came. Underground masculine, he plays a timeless game. He doesn't rush, the saxophone announces him. Underground lounge gentleman filled to the brim. With ebony and smoke and cognac in the night. Shadow and gravel and underground delight. Every volume he is graced with sovereign cool. The gentleman's cold underground, he kept his rule. Piano playing every lesson that he's learned. Underground masculine, the code he earned. Jazz, hip-hop, sophistication, his domain. The gentleman's code underground forever remains. The gentleman's code.
Doesn't break, it holds. Underground masculine, his story told. With saxophone and jazz and lounge beside his throne. The gentleman's code underground, never alone.
Grand jazz ensemble rising for the codes close. Saxophone and trumpet, underground host. Piano playing the gentleman's final chord. Underground masculine, he is the reward. For every midnight spent in the jazz lounge below. The gentleman's code underground, he is the glow. Ebony, cognac, shadow, midnight gravel. The gentleman's code, no need to unravel. The gentleman's code, underground eternal. Gentleman's code, jazz hip hop lounge. Gentleman's code, smooth forever. Gentleman's code, full wonderful. The gentleman's code remain always and forever.